Have you ever looked at your life and thought, this doesn't feel right anymore? Even though nothing on the exterior has changed at all, nothing in the exterior world has changed, but you can feel it inside. And so in today's video, we're going to talk about why this might be happening, some of the shifts you might be experiencing, and really kind of how to navigate some of these changes as well too. So if you are in a season of deep change, transformation, this video might be a good one for you to watch. So hello, my name is Krista and welcome to my channel if you are new, and welcome back if you've been here for a little while. So I want to talk about this because this is something I feel like I can firsthand talk about and offer you some guidance, some support, some wisdom, hopefully, about what might be happening for you as well too. Because I've had a lot of deep change the last few years, and there's times now where things just look different. I am in different situation, places, and it just feels off, even though really nothing has changed as well too. So what you might feel, you just might feel like things you've done always, maybe for years or decades, they just start to feel off. Like they don't feel like you anymore. And you can't even place it, but it doesn't feel like you. You may have different experiences where activities that you used to love to do, they just don't bring you the fulfillment that you once experienced before. You just don't really care, or they don't kind of light you up like they might have done before. And you start to kind of question things a little bit as well too, like what you've never questioned before. You start to kind of things just are like in the back of your head, you're like, this just kind of feels off, and I don't know about this anymore, where you've never done this before. And I'm going to give you just a personal example, just simple example, but something that I've experienced too. And my family, we kind of had a little ski chalet in a different part of where we live, and we would go there every weekend since, I don't know, 20 years, maybe 18 years. And, the same routine and the same people, the same, and I loved it, and I still enjoy it. But I started noticing the last couple years that something just felt off, although everything really there didn't change, but I was changing, I was growing, I was evolving in myself, and just things changed. And for example, I noticed, being around people that were drinking a lot started to kind of feel different in my body as well too. I didn't necessarily want to go out to the bars kind of after skiing and be in these tight, close places where everyone's jammed up together with loud music. And I didn't want to do that anymore. I was kind of getting tired of small talk. I wanted to have kind of deeper conversations, just different conversations than what I had done before. And so just that whole situation just started to feel different for me. And my husband still enjoys it, and that's perfectly fine. But I was starting to find that it just didn't resonate as much as it always had before. So this is just kind of an example of something you may start to notice in your life as well too, if you've been experiences of this as well too. I have found I used to love going to baseball games, and I was a big baseball fan, but now I'm like, I don't really care as much, and I don't like the crowds again, and just the whole being there. So again, things that I once used to love doing and enjoyed just don't, they just start to feel off, and they just don't give me as much joy or fulfillment as they once did before. So that's kind of a few examples for me too. And I want you to kind of understand, like, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. Really what's happening is you're starting to become a little bit more aware. You might be a little bit aware. You're starting to see things that maybe you didn't notice before. Before you were maybe a little bit unconscious to it. And now, with you have your consciousness might be raising. You have greater awarenesses now. And you're starting to see things that oftentimes a lot of other people might not see at the same time. And again, that's okay. That's just where you are in your life right now too. And another example for me too that I found kind of different is watching the news. And I stopped watching the news many years ago. And you watch the news briefly now and you see the commercials, and it's just like, oh my goodness, it's so obvious. And you can kind of start to see like the manipulation and kind of the agenda for certain things. And it just doesn't resonate for you anymore because you can kind of see it from a different perspective than you ever did before. And that's what I have found in my life too. And I started to see like how in the TV, like in TV or media or social media, whatever it may be too, there's this constant kind of fear cycle. It's in the loop, and it's keeping people anxious and kind of living in fear and a little bit of scarcity mindset. And I could kind of notice that now, which I didn't notice years ago. But now you start to notice it as well too. Again, the news has probably not changed. I probably to watch the news, 5, 6 years ago, would never have noticed that, but now I can see it. So again, this is when things start to kind of change. Things start to feel off that you didn't really question before as well too. Again, you've kind of changed, but the external world hasn't. And so why does this happen? Well, as probably you have noticed in your life too, we've probably had some internal growth happening as well too. Our awareness is increasing, and also we're not overriding ourselves before. I think there's more self awareness. You understand your patterns. You understand yourself really more, and you're not willing to. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, right? And you're not willing to go back, and you can't go back. At least I couldn't go back. So most of you probably have felt the same thing as well too. You can't override your true feelings anymore, and you're not willing to do it at all. So that's kind of why this can happen as well too, when things don't change for in the external world, but you're changing as well too, and you're becoming more conscious. So there's also kind of a little bit of fear with this as well too, just because you don't know what's happening. You don't know what's going to happen next. There's a lot of uncertainty with this, and no one gives you a manual for this. And it's not something you probably can talk to with a lot of people. At least I found that in my experience. It's not like you can kind of like talk to this about with people in your life. There's not a whole lot of people sometimes you can talk to about. It's not like a conversation starter, that's for sure. So that's what I think happens. And you want some clarity, and you don't have a lot of clarity. You're kind of just winging it, really. You're kind of just going through it, and you're just kind of trusting, but you really don't know what's going to happen or how it's all going to unfold. And that's part of the process as well too. So I just found it a very lonely time, a lot of time on my own, but that's part of the journey as well too. And, just you're getting to know yourself better, greater self-awareness. You're seeing things that you never noticed before. And you just kind of continue on your journey. You kind of continue on your path, and, slowly over time, you start to kind of shift, and then you have a deeper perspective of what's going on as well too. And I would just kind of suggest, as a gentle suggestion, just reframe it. Like, you don't have to change everything at once too. Just be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself. Know this takes time, and that's okay. It's okay. Um, Give yourself lots of space. Give yourself time to breathe. Give yourself time for lots of long walks by yourself. Sometimes I think would be good. It would be best. Spend lots of time in nature. Get outside. See the sunlight. Get outside. Just do things that bring you joy. You notice when you start to feel happy, and just give yourself spaciousness. Just time to kind of be, really, because we've probably been so ingrained to kind of hustle, and this is not what's going on. There's this internal shift in you that you're starting to grow and evolve, and this is why things feel off as well too. All right, so you're not the same person, and that's okay. That's okay. It's wonderful, actually. So of course things are going to change for you as well too. That's why your old life starts to kind of just feel a little bit off, and not to say wrong, but just it feels off because you are a different person. You've had a lot of internal transformation, a lot of internal growth. We aren't, I believe, meant to stay the same. I think throughout our entire lifetime we're meant to grow, evolve as a person, and you get to kind of have this deeper self-awareness, I think it's really cool. I think it's really neat. I think it's well worth the attention and the time that we spend on this as well too, to see your patterns, to see your habits, see why you do things and go, okay, that's kind of interesting that I always do this in this situation. Just kind of get to know yourself more. So that's really what is happening in your life if things just feel off and you can't really figure out why. And I'm hoping in this video I've maybe given you some ideas to help navigate this if you're going through this. Um, I just found it, quite a challenging time for myself too. So if hopefully this resonates for some of you, I would love to know as well too, and that it can be helpful. So again, stay true to yourself. Give yourself kind of a pat on the back for being aware of what's happening as well, and doing what feels best for you too, and not kind of going back to old patterns and gravitating to maybe what the rest of the world does. Stay true to what feels right, not betraying yourself, and just continue on the journey, because I think the journey never ends. At least that's what I've heard. It just continues, and but it's all good. So I'm hoping this helps you kind of navigate if things just feel off and you're kind of wondering why. All right. So comment in the comments below if you've experienced this, or if there's maybe one thing in this video that kind of stood out for you that resonated the most. I'm kind of curious, because then it can kind of help me with future content as well too. Maybe more what you'd like to see or hear about as well too, and if you're on the same journey as well too. So anyway, I'm wishing you all a lovely day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. I do really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video.